Hi friends, thank you for joining me for another pick a card reading. My name is Griselle and I'm here to do another read for you. If you chose pile number 1, this is going to be your reading. Look, I let it go too long and it already made a mess, but here we go. So pile number 1, we're going to want to explore how they feel when they're around you or when they think about you and why. So without further ado, here we go. Pile number 1, how do they feel when they're around you, when they think about you, when they look at your pictures? How do they feel? For pile number 1, how do they feel? Show me now. We're going to grab 2 cards. Okay, thought. And the hero. Okay, so let's see if we can avoid burning our set or anything else today. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that pretty clear. Okay, so the first thing obviously is thought. Okay, so when they think about you, they're in thought, but they're deep in thought. They're in thought to the mystical degree, okay, if there is such a thing. Hey, I knew I'd be like fidgeting. Okay, so the interesting part about this is, I hope you can see this, okay, is not only are they deep in thought about you, but I'm noticing the masks right away. So this person's trying to figure you out. They're deep in thought, and they think and they study you, and they can see your light. They can see how obvious it is that you stand apart and you shine differently than other people. They feel kind of like in amazement, and I also feel like their heart chakra is triggered into feeling kind of like open to you and glowing up, those sorts of feelings. This incense would not stop burning. I'm trying to put it off. So it could be, yeah, actually there's a lot of fire in this reading here. So I feel like they do this secretly. They don't really necessarily tell you what they're thinking or how they're feeling or what their emotions are, which is probably why you're doing this, right? So you can actually get a really good glimpse. Can you believe this is still burning? Stop. Okay. So this person, I feel like they've been observing you for quite some time in the secret of the night, okay? Meaning like they're studying your social media, they may be even, crazy as it sounds, taking notes. And how they feel is just a real curiosity. You make them think, and I feel like you almost make them change from one idea to a different idea. It's like, wow, I really thought I understood what I thought about love, or what I thought about relationships, or what I thought about dressing up or having a home or a family, things like that, whatever. And all of a sudden you find that they're ignited, their passion is ignited, they're feeling juicy, loosey goosey about you and thoughts like that. Okay, so I definitely feel a lot of fire, sensing a lot of fire with this. They could even be fire signs, or they could just be fiery about you. The next thing that I'm getting is this right here, is the hero. Okay, so I feel like not only are they studying you, but they have a drive. I feel like they're in hibernation. They're like separated away from you, not necessarily even showing you the fullest extent of their interests. And this can possibly mean that they just don't want to reveal or tip their hand or show you exactly what it is that they're thinking or dreaming about or wanting to talk to you about, or what their intentions are. Because when you're in hibernation, I mean, like that's when you kind of cocoon. It's almost like going within. You're going into the back cave, and you're not really doing much of anything other than the third eye looking at your inner self. So I feel like you create a lot of shakeups. I heard even breakups, but I don't think that you're homework or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But shakeups about how people think, how they perceive life, what they desire. Also, this person can have a lot of like spirit animals. For example, obviously, like el oso aquí, the bear, and with the bear claws. So they could even be somebody who loves like the Chicago Bears, or loves bears in general, or has an affinity or bear totems and things like that. But I feel like this person wants to be a hero in your story some way, somehow. And so that would be the why, that they're not even like really discussing what it is with you, or even like approaching you directly. They're just in the homework stage or phase. But I feel like they've been in homework for a long time. And I also feel like part of their evolving is that they've been watching you, somehow studying you. And even if you don't think about or talk about spiritual matters on social media or things like that, I feel like you're really assisting this person to really ascend to a different side, to think about that life has something even greater than just the 3D to offer. So that is going to be for some of you, or maybe one or two of you. I feel like it is the majority, actually. So I don't want to be really flip about that, because it takes a lot of hard work to really separate from the 3D and really think differently than other people around us, okay? I do feel like this person's third eye is ignited. I feel like they're starting to really even understand and connect with spirit in a different way than they ever have before. And so that's the main reason why I feel like they are really thoughtful. You put them in a thought pattern that they never thought they would be before. Oh my goodness. And apparently I tried to put these cards away, but it didn't happen. So look, the next card I get, and I was like, what do we have here? Okay, so we have the Two of Water. This is an intimate connection. This person feels downright intimate with you, about you. There is no confusion whatsoever. I feel like they would love to like make love to you, have sex, whatever the case may be. Even like the implication that she's kissing this person's forehead. I feel like there's just like a fondness. And again, the forehead is where your third eye would be. For those of you that are my woke nation, whatever you want to call it, right? So there's a lot of emotion, a lot of similarities. I even feel like snake vibes from her hair, their hair combining. And so this could even be like a Medusa effect. Maybe you, or they perceive that you've given them icy looks in the past, and so they really need to stop and study this. Like perhaps this is stating that, people usually go for me. They don't give me like the cold eye or the stink eye, or they don't make me question, how I can proceed and move forward with a person. I just do it. And now they've come to a screeching halt and kind of questioning everything about their approach and how they do things and why they do things, okay? So I'd like to know a little bit more about why they feel this way. Why do you put people in deep, deep thought? Oh gosh, I have a jump card off camera, of course. Look, the Fool. Because they want to take a chance with you. Because they see that perhaps you have really, really made some remarkable changes. Perhaps you've even risen out of the grave, metaphorically, of course. Perhaps you are somebody. Hang on, let me turn this on. So perhaps, metaphorically, this is saying that you're like Lazarus, you've risen from the dead, and you have found like a renewed purpose. So once upon a time, they felt like they could have known you, or maybe thought they knew you, maybe even you were in a relationship, but now you are totally a different person. And I feel like with this, oh my gosh, the vulture, thank you, or buzzards, however you want to address it, okay? I feel like with the buzzard here, this could be stating that you have learned how to glean everything, every little bit from life, every little bone, little morsel, little whatever, and you have collected them to create this new person that they really don't understand. You were born from fire, I feel. And so that's why they really want to take a chance with you. And yet, look at here. It's almost saying like walking on these little tile thingies, this pavement. I heard in my head, it's like break my mother's back. Do you know what that was? Like once upon a time When I was a kid, we would walk, and if you would just, oh, step on a crack, break your mother's back, something like that. I can't remember how it went, but you're not supposed to step on cracks. And so maybe their mom factored in the whole situation, but now this person wants to actually take a step in the correct direction with you, but they realize they have to up their game, not just like once, twice, but 10,000 times perhaps, from where they thought initially they had to come from. And so it's forcing them to even reach deep, deep within their own hearts, their own spirit, to really bring forth like answers for themselves on how to approach you and how to feel about you. So they're in the process. Again, returning back to the hair forming snakes and stuff, I feel like, you know, snakes, I'm not a fan personally, sorry, but I'm not a reptile fan, period. If you are, that's cool. Just don't bring them over. I've had them over, but yeah, just not my thing. So anyways, I feel like this is stating that you guys have both shed a lot of skin, a lot of your personas, a lot of your what was expected of you out of society, what you thought was expected out of you from society. And I really just feel like this is stating that they want to get close to you once again, or if this is a new person, they're dying to get close to you, but they know that they really have to change, evolve, and shape shift. And basically change a lot of things that they think about. They can't come and approach you with game, because I feel like you're going to be really savvy to that. It's just not going to work, you know. And so I feel like they're really wanting a soul connection anyways. And I was saying that, I happened to look up and I saw the 1111. Okay. What else do we have? So why is it that this person, these people get put into like deep, deep thought about my pile number one? Show me now. The Eight of Swords. Yeah, they're deep in thought because they don't know what to do, how to do, why to do. They feel all caught in their heads. I mean, look at this. It's almost like this zombie or a dead person ingested someone else. Let's see if we can bring this a little bit clearer. And there is almost like chicken wire preventing this person from coming out of that body. And it's almost like I can see, it's tangible. I understand that I can't be like everybody else in approaching you. Or I can't be the same as before. I must be 10 times better, 20 times better, whatever the case may be. And I don't feel like your expectation, by the way, is about, oh, you have to be like, oh, this much better. But they have to cross the barrier between being 3D, focused on the flesh, focused on money, focused on jobs, focused on superficial, focused on, oh, gee, you look beautiful. Well, that's great. But how about, gee, you are beautiful. Look at your kind heart. Look at your generosity. Look at your wisdom. Or look at how much time you're willing to put into other people to help grow them. So things like that, I think, are going to mean far more to you than your stereotypical stuff, okay? So with that, that is, yeah, that is your reading. I also want to get a card from my Frida, my little new deck, inspired by Frida. Let's see what Frida has to say for my pile number one. Pile number one, what do you have to say, Frida, about how they feel? How they feel and why? How do you make them feel and why for pile number one? Come on, Frida. Isn't that beautiful? But here we have the Phoenix. The Phoenix. What I perceive to be as a Phoenix anyways. The most wonderful gift you can give is you being you, your beautiful, true self. So friends, stay authentic, stay true to yourself. Your right partner will find you. They know that they have to come correct, and we all have to have you know, self-evaluation to see if we're a good match with other people. So it's okay to let people evaluate if they're a good match. But with that, if you like this type of reading, smash that like button, like, share, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and namaste. Hi, pal number two, this message is for you. So if you chose pal number two or clip number two, I hope you are enjoying the variations of how to select these pick a cards, because I really get bored with the traditional. Pile number two, How do they feel when they think about you? How do they feel when they think about you, when they're around you, when they look at your pictures? How do they feel? Show me now. I'm picking 2 cards. Oh my gosh. This card came out in the first, oh my gosh, these very exact cards. You saw me shuffle them. We're going to keep them, okay? But you basically, I feel like you would benefit from looking at pile number 1 that I just literally filmed right now. I'm going to try turning on this light because maybe it's too dark. I don't know. That's going to annoy me. Maybe. All right, sorry guys, you know I'm going to kind of fiddle with this for a second. Okay. So pile number 2, you might want to reference pile number 1. So this seems to be like a soulmate, a soul attraction. Either that or they really want to have sex with you right now. And this is talking about, we're going to see for a second, but where this could be talking about wearing masks, the mask that you wear. So this might be slightly different than the other reading. Oh my gosh. So I just happen to flip over the deck, and this is at the bottom of the deck. Look at the 2 faces and then the old gray eye. I feel like this is a mirror, okay? So this has a lot to do with your third eye. It's almost saying like you really see me, and it's almost like I will pluck out my regular eyes. I'll look at you. When I see you, I don't see you by your physicalness, by your what you have, your monetary value, what's in your bank. I feel like this is saying that we've taken off the mask, and I see you with my third eye, and I see you clearly. And I feel like we are compatible. There is a ton of emotion here when I think about you, okay? Even like this is part, he's like part mermaid or something. Merman, is that a thing? Okay. So I feel like this is really, really powerful because it really talks about authenticity once again and taking off the mask. And it is a slight flavor from pile number 1 that I just did, but you might be interested in that as well. You might have some messages. The number 2 right here really, to me, I'm looking at this, it's like the 2 of cups, 2 of water, and I almost feel like, you know, she's again kissing his third eye. Here is a reference to third eye, and this is like, you know what, I don't care about the physical, that fades over time, it seems to be saying, okay? But it's really important to me that I see you for who you are authentically, not for like the Jimmy Choo bag or the Tom Ford glasses or whatever it is that you happen to have, and things like that. I see you for like who you really are, and it doesn't make a difference like where you live or you know, that, you know, there is physical attraction, but there's a soul connection. I feel like that's what your person is saying. So when they think about you, they think, wow, how deep this connection that I've never had with anyone else. And I really do feel like that, especially because the 2 of water is present here. Let's see what else we can find. I do feel like they have put some time into studying themselves, so they could be really spiritual or really ascended as well. They could have guides that are ascended masters. They could really understand and seek balancing their positive and negative polarities. I feel like with this pile, I feel like your person is like a minimalistic or minimalist. Yeah. A person that is a little bit different than your average bear, obviously, if they're willing to kind of pluck out their eye to be able to see things clear. At least that's the vibe that I'm getting, okay? Not that they're physically doing this, and I feel like they're just really different. They realize that what is of value is not what you can necessarily see with the eyes, but really what you can feel energetically. And I didn't actually notice this glow up. It seems like when you guys are together or within each other's vicinity, if you are within vicinity or have been, I feel like they feel like this warmth, this glow up, this yellow solar plexus chakra color radiating. And this is about validating each other's authenticity. And maybe even you guys have the same similar dreams or goals, okay? And I feel like there's still a lot of study. They do a lot of self-study, but I feel like there's a deep understanding about you or connectedness, or at least that's what they perceive, okay? So that's what's going on as far as like how they feel. We're going to find out why. And I happen to flip this over, and of course I have a high priestess. So I'm going to say that this person is super, super spiritual, or you are. This could go either way. But I feel like for this person, if it's you, they're attracted to you and your connectedness. Look, there's a number 2 right here, number 2. And 2 again about your personal power. This is about balancing the other world along with this world, the world that we see, the tangible with the non-tangible. Let's leave that out for a second. I really love this because I also feel like you're in tune. Like, for example, one of you guys can be like a shaman, and the other one can be like a tarot reader, or a Reiki worker, or anything like that, you know. So I feel like somehow you guys have like a spiritual connection that's really unusual, and that's what they really think about. They also think that they started seeing people differently, about the 2 faces and the 2 faces here. And so perhaps I'm being told that maybe they're even Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, anything like that. But I feel like most importantly, they're able to discern even more so clearly. They're able to see you clearly. And also this high priestess is somebody who knows, who has a deep knowing within them. So you might be, oh my gosh, a reader, a medium, a psychic. You may have, you know, the clairs going on, like clairaudient, clairvoyant, claircognizant, anything like that. I do feel like you have known this person in the past or come across their path once or twice, not just on social media, or if it is social media, you guys had like an internet connection or something like that. I mean, I've had like internet husbands, don't judge me, okay? But I have no life. So I've had like internet relationships that lasted for like long years, and I know it was not realistic, and it was just sort of like a fantasy, but it kind of appeased that need for a connection. And so the connection, it was what it was. And yeah, moving on. So this could be somebody from your childhood, from way back when, somebody new. But regardless, I feel like you guys actually really kind of know each other, okay? So the Queen of Hazards here, this is about throwing in your lot with somebody else. This is about slow and steady wins a race. I may lose everything, but I still have a lot of integrity, a lot of dignity. I do feel like she is dressed like to the nines. I love this, very old school. And it seems to me like there was an attempt to chain her to this chair. It's almost kind of like, I want to chain you down, I want to sort of make you mine, or like we kind of went round and round once and tried to make it work relationship wise, and it didn't really work. But I really was interested in building something with you. So there's a lot of different scenarios here. Reading again, this is just I'm all for the masses. Yeah. Anyways, this is just a general, so take whatever fits and toss out the rest. I do feel like this person is like slow to move and slow to build with another person. You guys might have history. I feel like there's a really special fondness about you to them, okay? And that's what makes them, like, I feel like they see that you guys are somehow cut from a similar or the same cloth. They identify, and this can even indeed be a twin flame, okay? For some of you guys, it might be a karmic flame, and you might confuse that with the twin flame. There's a big difference, okay? What else do we need to know? Why is it that pile number 2's person or people feel this way about you? Because I feel like there's not just one, okay? I feel like there's a couple of people feeling this way. Why is it that people feel this way about you? Why do they feel like you're their soulmate? Like you are like the quintessential person, their dream person is the vibe that I'm getting. And show me now. Why is that? Because there's an obsession with you. So I take that back. I feel like you could be really indeed beautiful. Not that you weren't before, but there seems to be like a lot of obsessive thinking, a lot of kind of stalking or looking at things. It's almost like they're caught in a loop. I feel like with the 6s right here, this can indicate that their propensity, maybe when they drink, to really kind of think about you and think about what a great partner you are, or when they smoke, or when they do edibles, or whatever your vice is, okay? Even for some, this could be even like when they're looking at porn or whatever the case may be, they think about you, okay? So why are they feeling this connection as so elevated, okay? Show me some more about why. And show me now. Page of Hazards. Because it's been a long time, and yet they would love to send you messages, but they've been waiting. They know that they're not mature enough, or they feel like they don't have what it takes to really help you kind of achieve the connection that they think that you want, that you need. So it seems like they've been waiting for news for quite some time, and this mailbox is like full of cobwebs. So, and I just swiped this with my elbow, so we have to take it. Yes, this is so beautiful. Look, her third eye also is popping. So we have the 7 of water. So we have the koi fish with abundance. I feel like they're almost thinking, well, this is like, out of all the options, this is my best option. This is my true north, my true person. And I feel the most comfortable. I feel the most connected. I feel the most drawn. The person that has the most allure for me, is this person, pile number 2. Pile number 2, what else do we have for you? Pile number 2, what do we have for you, please? Show me now. 10 of Swords. Interesting. So it's almost like they know that they have to kind of forsake a lot of the fleshly things. Is that a word, fleshly? It is now, if it wasn't. I feel like this is alluding to the fact that maybe, hey, okay, they have an obsession, an addiction. Maybe it's to sex, drugs, sex, rock and roll. I don't know their story, obviously. But I feel like this is saying that they have to kind of abandon all those things because they know that you have something bigger and like cleaner to deal with. Okay, so they can't come at yet. And it could be even that if you guys did encounter each other like sometime, or the last encounter didn't go so well, or I mean, it seems like 10 of Swords, it just felt like something about this connection cut to the quick, and it was really painful. Okay, look, you have the 2 of Cups again. I'm gonna call it and just say this is a twin flame or karmic situation. The difference for me, there's a lot of different definitions. It's like, look, I'm thinking about eating your kidney, or I had something about kidneys, somebody, and this it can even actually a little baby. So maybe you guys had like a pregnancy together or something like that. I don't know. But this is just like, in spite of how different you are, there's an incredible, undeniable attraction. There is a deep spiritual connection. I'm sticking with that, but there are battles. They're fleshly battles. So maybe this person is saying that I think about you all the time, and I feel like you're my person, but they wrestle within themselves. They know that a lot has to change. They know that those changes can render them almost immobile, render them in pain, feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't, I'm just cutting off my legs. It's like, for example, if they're in another connection and they have a family support and yet they can't get you out of their mind, things like that. It's like, in order to leave those situations, maybe they have to leave work, they have to leave their kids and their current partner or whatnot to start out with something new with you. And it seems like it would just kind of cut them at the kneecap, basically. So that could be part of the struggle. I feel like it's more of an inner battle. So this person, I feel, for the 3 hazards, this is talking about even waiting to see what is going to come your way. So maybe you're going to draw some attention to them or vice versa. But I do feel like here, it's like everybody's pretending that this is normal. We're going to play fetch with the zombie. And the zombie being like, maybe we're resurrecting the dead. Maybe we want to resurrect an old connection that we feel deeply. We were once deeply connected, and I definitely still feel your connection deeply. It cut to the quick. It cut both ways too. Maybe you were both suffered like a lot of hurt during this connection, if this is your story. And if you were not connected, it could be just stating that in order to leave where I have now, where I'm at now, it's going to be kind of monumental, and it's going to be just equal to like playing fetch with a zombie. It's like, I don't see it happening. I'm just going to kind of wait and see what happens. Okay. We're going to get some more clarification here. Why do they feel this deep connection then? For God's sake. Here we are. The Queen of Swords. Okay. So they feel this way because they feel conflicted, because I think that they think you're going to not have any part of it. So if you guys ended painfully, if that was your story, or if things were said that you guys got your egos hurt, bruised, or if you were indeed in a relationship and things went south, I feel like they think this is saying, you know what, I don't know how to approach you. I think that you'll just gun me down, for lack of a better way of saying it. It's almost like somebody tried to trap you, or you try to trap them, or they're thinking that, you know, it's with this like foot here. But who knows what is going on there. I just feel like that is mostly saying that I'm conflicted. I don't know how to approach you, and I feel like you'll shoot me down if I try coming back. That kind of a thing. Or if I even try approaching you, you'll shoot me down because I'm not glossy enough or elevated enough, or something to that effect. Some insecurity, maybe. For 90% of you, I feel like this is an old connection. What else do we need to know about pile number 2? Last message before we get Frida talking. Oh my gosh, 10 of Cups. They would love, when they think about you, they think family. They think emotional joy. They think juicy, loosey, goosey. They think sand and beach and the waves. And I'll be damned if everything can burn around me, but all I care about is being with my person. So, I feel like they can picture the perfect family with you in so many ways, no matter who's drowning, what's exploding, anything like that. It's like when everything is leveled, they picture life with you and that connection with you that overcomes any barriers of time, space, age, money, and all of it. Okay. So Frida, what do you have to say about connection number 2? What do you say about how do they feel when they think about pile 2, and why? What do you have to say about this? Show me now. Frida, amor. Really? I'm surprised. Okay. That is so pretty, by the way. I love this deck. I wasn't sure how I'd like it. It is inspired by Frida. Yeah. You are infinity being defined through the impact of your creative spirit and motion. Frida was nothing but a creative spirit, including her unibrow, made popular, right? Maybe not so popular, but I love how different she was. So I feel like this is saying that your person thinks that you're just so, you are infinity being defined through the impact of your creative spirit and motion. So perhaps that you are incredibly creative, and your creative spirit just really even draws them. I don't know, it's an undeniable connection that they feel for you. Frida, you have one more last word. I was just kidding, I wasn't totally done. For pile number 2, Frida, what else do you have to say? Show me now. It says, don't miss an ideal creative opportunity because it looks like work. Good work is happiness. Interesting. So maybe you're thinking about collaborating with this person, or it's just saying that it looks like hard work, but do it anyways because the payout is totally worth it. So if you like this kind of reading, smash that like button, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Namaste. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose this pile, this message is for you. Pile number 3. How do they feel when they think about you? When they look at your pictures? When they talk to you? When they're around you? How do they feel? How do you make them feel, please? Show me now. We're taking 2 cards. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Well, first off, I've actually never had the dragon come out in a reading, so I would like to look that up. Please hold. I think it's an Ace of Earth, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, Ace of Earth, okay. So they feel like when they think about you, you're definitely somebody that they can ground with, that they can throw in the lot with you, that you are a sure thing. And what I mean by that, not like, ooh, you're a sure thing and I can get them. No, it's a sure thing like they are stable, they are credible, they are maybe even incredible. They are solid. This person feels like they can throw in their lot with you, and it's not a gamble, not a risk, because you are somebody who is a hard worker, a methodical thinker, maybe even a creator. I'm looking at these hands, these claws right here, holding something green in the center. It's almost like a tree or a little seedling that is growing in the middle of their chest. I feel like there's a lot of facets to you that this person thinks about, because I feel like they've been even looking into your eyes intently, like studying at you intently. And I feel like this is saying that with you, I could see building a future. I could see building a, what do you call it? Like a family or a business. I keep thinking business and that word kept eluding me. But I feel like they see like your ethics, how your words match your actions, how you're not dual-minded. They've studied your behavior enough to really understand and have at least a pretty darn good comprehension about exactly what and who you are about, but they're still kind of like thinking, okay? I feel like this person has been like analyzing and studying and looking at you for quite some time. They're focused on also how you can help their heart grow. And this isn't like an overt thing that they would have thought they needed, but I feel like that's kind of like an afterthought, almost like a surprise. They're like, wow, I can't believe that I'm even thinking this way. Okay, so I feel like you're having an effect on the heart chakra, whether that be healing, whether that be how they open up their heart to others or to you, and so on and so forth. All of it can be referenced all at once, okay? Also, we have this right here. And it's almost stating, this is like a 5, okay? If you guys know me at all, it is my least favorite number. It is all about change. It is instability. It is swift and, not swift and sudden change, but a deep core change. And I'm a fixed sign. I'm a fire sign. I don't like change. I want things to be predictable so I understand and know what's going on. But this is stating that your person knows, because they know enough about you, that they need to take off a mask, that facade of perhaps like indifference of, I don't really, yeah, you're great, you've been a friend or whatever, that they have been kind of pretending the narrative that they've been pretending to themselves. They know that that needs to come off, and yet they keep their eyes kind of closed, just trying to check within themselves. This has a lot to me to do with the Two of Swords vibes, almost like being blindfolded, like I can't really see how to take off my mask. I don't see how to take it off, and I'm protecting my heart chakra with my mask, because that's technically what would be right around her heart area. I see that there are changes, okay, that this person understands that they have to undergo in order to kind of approach you or talk to you on the same level that they really want to talk and approach you at. So for example, if you guys are co-workers or your buddies, or they're your client or your patient or your brother's best friend or whatever the case may be, and you run the same circles, it's going to be casual, like, oh yeah, hey, how you doing? Okay, I'm here for whatever. I'm here to see your brother. Okay. But really, they get pretty excited when they think about you. They even stop by to see your brother, to see you, if that makes any sense. So if you work anywhere, they're going to make excuses kind of to stop by, just to kind of get more into your energy field to see you, things like that. But I feel like they have not really been super open about it, okay? So we would like to know why. Why does this person think this way about our pile number 3? Why do they feel this way when they're around you? Think about you. Look at your pictures. Show me why. The 7 of Wands. This could be feeling defensive. Almost like a stop motion. It's like, whoa, I don't really know. I don't want to be vulnerable. It feels like really even hyper spiritual and I'm not there yet, or I don't really know. I don't have enough information to come to conclusion. I don't even know they understand why they feel the way they feel. All my cards are getting all mixed up. I feel like maybe this person is just mixed up. So why do they feel the way they feel when they are around you? Pile 3, show me now. Okay, I'm going to show you. 8 of Swords. They are definitely within their head. Not entirely sure like how to make a move. Sorry, I need to get this book out of the way. How to make a move or what to do or how to talk to you about certain things maybe. They feel like they're tied. Their hands are tied. They can't make a move one way or another. I'm going to put that here because it reinforces this. I know I have to remove my mask, they're saying, but I don't know how. I don't know how to be, quote, authentic. Not that they're lying or not that they're trying to have a facade, but maybe they've held on to that good old, you know, yeah, oh yeah, I'm here to see your brother, not you, that kind of a thing for so long that they don't know how to switch it up and change it and drop that facade. And so tip, if you are pile number 3, an easy tip for you would be, oh, hey, I'm here to see your brother, and maybe you too. Or you're looking good, or how are you? Oh, wait, am I supposed to be seeing your brother? I mean, like, you can say so many different things in jokes that can really convey, like, leave people wondering, did he really mean he came to see me, that kind of a thing. So I don't know, those are tips for you guys. What do I know, right? So then we have the Emperor. This is definitely about like calling the shots. This is my way or the highway. It has to be this way. So maybe your person is saying, well, it doesn't meet how I think things should go. So perhaps they're very, very linear and you're very, very creative. They're very earthy and you're very airy. So there's something, oh gosh, so sorry you guys, something about you guys being really polar opposites that really throws this person out of balance, and they're, in the end, they're just not even sure. They're like, well, yeah, I'm definitely sure how I feel, but it makes me feel out of control, discombobulated. I don't feel like I can approach you with, it's my way or the highway, you're changing my heart, or we would grow things together, or I feel like something's happening, I'm changing, and it's so uncomfortable. That's what I feel like they're saying. And then I have the 9 of Wands. So I feel like this person is also like defensive. Maybe they've gotten burnt like really, really bad before. Look at all these like zombies and even the police, even somebody perhaps that was supposed to protect them. Maybe they betrayed them. Maybe it was somebody who was supposed to be like, I've sworn my duty to really protect and serve. Maybe they had a partner who was supposed to protect and serve. However the shoe fits, if it sounds to you right, then good. If it doesn't, toss out the message. But I do feel like there's been a lot of people in their lives maybe that have turned on them and haven't really been what they portrayed themselves to be. And so I feel like that's part of the reason why they have studied you for so long, because with a lot of people there was no risk. It was like they felt in control of themselves. They could wear their facade, they can continue about a relationship or doing things, and then slowly feel like take the mask off if they want to, or peek through it, or it just kind of worked. It wasn't highly emotionally charged, and I feel like that's what this person is used to. But I feel like with you, you bring out a different side that they want to really explore, and it really throws them off, okay? What else do we need to know? How do you make them feel when they think about you? How do you make them feel? And show me why. The Queen of Hazards again. There might be a message for you in pile 2. This is about being grounded. This is actually a couple right here. I feel like what this is saying is, you know, this is my counterpart. Even though you may think that we're polar opposite, I feel a deep connection. I feel a deep draw to you. I feel like you are my divine counterpart. Like, I feel like you dress good, you smell good, you might even taste good. I'd love to know, love to find out if you've never been in that kind of relationship before. And I feel like this person is just saying it's like you're super classy. And I realize how you take care of business, how you're super grounded, just like me. But I feel like in some ways they're a little bit left, like after all of this experience of being somebody who's solid, who might have their own like company or plural companies. They're a hustler, they're hardworking, super intelligent, know how to grow their own business, know how to really sustain a family, things like that. I feel like they're a little bit at a loss for words with how to approach you, okay? What else do we need to know about pile number 3? Why do they feel like they can't even look about how to take off this mask? Like, it's like, I don't want you to see me, look at me in the eye and see any vulnerabilities. I mean, what is the deal? Why is this card here? Thank you. The Chariot. It has to do with proceeding, moving forward with you. With this is my terminology. I am crass, by the way, sorry, but I feel like balls to the walls. It's like, get in the car, let's go. And we're the heck out of here, okay? This is like, we've got all these zombies here. It's a critical time in life. We ain't got no chance. Like, we have to stop messing around, that kind of a thing. We're gonna, even the casket's gonna fall out here. It's like, get in the car, we're gonna fight, and we're gonna go out swinging. And I feel like this is stating that your partner feels like you have so many qualities that you guys could make it. For example, like the world is crumbling around now, for all appearances sake. And a lot of us are thinking, you know, well, we just want to go off grid. We want to go ahead and start, you know, living off grid and providing for ourselves and growing our own food. And that really appeals to me personally. But your person can be stating, it's like, I really feel like she is so poised or he is so poised, include like super dignified and things like that. And I feel like, you know what, I just want to say, hey, jump in the car, let's just go. Let's get the hell out. Let's bug out. Let's just do away with society. Even if the world doesn't end now, like, does it have to get that extreme for us to just really live the way that we want to, like live off the land, or feel like we can breathe again, or feel like we need to stop the illusions? Okay, so I don't know, this can have something to do with your person and how they are feeling. Okay, Frida wants to speak right now, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my new little deck inspired by Frida, which I think is super cool so far. Frida, what do you have to say about this connection for pile number 3, about how do they see you? How do they feel when they see you, think about you, look at your pictures, and why? Frida, what do you have to say? Show me now. Why am I asking Frida? I don't know, but I got in that habit, and from now on, it's always going to be like that when I have her cards. So here we are. This reminds me of a little heart design that I made for my mom, actually, when I was like in kinder or something like that. I don't know, grade school, something. Anyways, Frida, what do we have to say? Scatter the seeds of your untamed, tender dreams with your singing fingers. Wow, that's poetic. So look at that. Those are like seeds within this person's heart. And yeah, scatter the seeds of your untamed, tender dreams with your singing fingers. So maybe just taking a chance and allowing, you know, what seeds to sprout. We know that when we grow things, not that I'm like the best at this, okay? I kill plants, so let's just be real. Some I do okay, others I just kill dead. But when you're sprouting like little seedlings and things like that, you're supposed to like thin them out as well and just kind of weed out some so that the other ones can have room to grow, to get stronger and things like that. So go ahead and, you know, it's saying scatter the seeds of your untamed tender dreams with your singing fingers. That is so romantic. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. You draw to your own conclusions because I can't decipher this one for you. Frida, what else do you have to say for pile number 3? Show me now. Okay. I love this card. So we've got Rising Phoenix. We've got play fighting even. So maybe you play fought with this person. They were from childhood and you grew up play fighting, things like that. Rough housing, who knows? And then we have the Phoenix, both of you transformed. Okay, you dwell in your mind day and night. Shape it with purity, love, and gratitude. Basically, what you think, you produce. So taking off your mask. Don't think so hard about taking off your mask. It's the beauty is in the reveal, okay? So maybe that's what that's saying. And focus on it, you know, with purity, with authenticity. That's what they would like to do, but they're having a hard time. I'm just going to say I'm standing up for them too, because it's not easy, especially when we want to just not be hurt by the world. What else does Frida have to say, please? Frida, last message for pile 3. Show me now. Okay, we're just taking this. I have not seen... Oh, Flor Hermosa. Beautiful flower. Okay. A lot of butterflies, a lot of changes within the mind. I feel like even you... They might think that you have a beautiful mind. Have you seen that movie? If you've not, you should see that movie. Maybe even they feel this way about you. Live to honor a legacy of love and propel yourself with your infinity. Be the star of your life. So a beautiful mind is with, was it Kurt Russell? No, it's Gerard Butler, I think. And it's one of my all-time favorite movies, but I won't ruin it for you if you haven't seen it. He has like a mental illness and he learns how to live side by side with it and with his partner and be open about it as well. So I think that's just amazing. But anyways, that's me. So if you like this kind of reading, please do give me a like, share, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all of that fun stuff. Let me know what you think, and namaste.